Welcome to the first in a series of Dean-generated tutorials that will help you, the online instructor, become the best, most effective online instructor that you can possibly be. The first phase deals with clarity of expectations, and interpreted meanings of words. Again, we're only teaching in a text-only environment, and the implications are vast. If you ever have a chance, go to YouTube and watch the intentional blindness video, known as the invisible gorilla. There's a direct correlation between that reading and what we miss when we are reading. For example, have you ever been driving along and suddenly realize several miles have gone by and you cannot remember paying attention to the road? Analogous to that is, have you ever read 9 or 10 pages or more in a book and not recall what you read? So while you were driving, were you actually paying attention to the road while your thoughts were consumed by events of the day? Well, you must have at some level, because you were, thank God, still on the road. But intentional blindness suggests that due to your focus on the events of the day and not the road, you are more liable to miss the unexpected occurrence of a figurative gorilla crossing your path. Again, think about that relative to when students are reading. So, what is it we need to do? We need to achieve clarity. And we must consider the fact that learners, especially here, will represent a wide variety of reading practices, which may or may not be conducive to deep learning produced as a result of effective interpretation. And we, as instructors, are responsible for interpretation. We have to ask ourselves, how accurately can these words, these symbols of communication, be transmitted? How precisely, how clearly do the transmitted symbols convey the desired meaning? And how effectively does the received meaning affect conduct in the desired way? In other words, can they explain, describe, discuss effectively? We're going to talk about attention span and how we can accommodate that and recognize it. While doing something as seemingly simple as counting passes, i.e., say, reading many subjects or readers, in that video could not attend to a man in a gorilla suit who was walking on camera for several seconds. So keep that in mind when you watch this, as it correlates to the issues that negatively impact screen reading. The implications for us are rather profound. After all, paying attention is the first step for learning, and more specifically, the degree of control one can wage over how they selectively attend to a given task will have an important bearing on learning efficiency. And for now, the last slide talks about reading and how we were never really born and or wired to read. So the implication for design naturally is heavy. The appropriate and careful analysis of semantics as it relates to intended meaning, as well as our strategies, cannot be understated. Stay tuned for the next segment in our Dean-generated tutorials that are guaranteed to help you become the most effective instructor in the online learning environment. Thank you. Stay tuned.